All right, guys, we're here. It's been terrible lately. 0-4 on the year. Unfortunately, we had to take the forced loss 2 weeks ago, last week, I guess. So we're just trying to come out here and do this right now.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Paul. And you got to come out.
There we go. That's a good little pickup.
So much. We know that the fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They're trying to get to it. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. And
I'll take that. Nice little step up. But as always, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We are on the way to 1850. Rainey is ready for summer. Did you change your name?
He's got running back like ability out in space.
Going up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. What a snag by the
Oh, it's one of these games already. One of these games already.
But he just about dared himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change.
What was your name before?
What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
There you go. Now, I feel like I remember it now.
The margin for error so small in a conference like
Honestly, I have no idea, to be completely honest. I feel like I do, but I'm not 100% sure.
he's looking deep.
Of course, he catches that. My guys can't get off a freaking block.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. He caught it. And he won't.
That's why I hate this game.
As the defense gets him down at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any
How's your day going so far?
this thing in on 2nd and goal.
There you go. Good blow up. Good blow up.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. And it's caught.
Not too bad. I just got off a 36. So I worked I worked Sunday and then 12 hours overtime today.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score?
Now I'm off for the next 4.5
Get the nerves
days.
out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game. Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
Can't even get a freaking screen off in time.
If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right.
What am I doing? That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. I can't wait for 26 because once 26 comes out, it has cross-play.
Breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career.
Nice. Do you see what they're doing with
Big moment.
see what they're doing with 26 for teams, players, well, users that do use the smaller schools?
Great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense.
Yeah, the Leafs are crazy. But fully expected that after they just had that big EA conference down in Georgia or whatever, where they talked about this. They talked about Madden. That's cool though how they're doing that. They're also going. Are they going back? I feel like I saw something that they might be going back in time for likeliness and all that stuff as well.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's looking to throw it. And the pass rush.
I can't even block.
And they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack.
Ah, that's cool. I did see that they went and they brought in two new teams.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up.
What the hell is Maryland doing here?
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception.
And I can't get a pick.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't
I've thrown 3 picks. I can't even get one.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
On third down, he drops to throw. Firing to the end zone. Just a bit of a misfire there.
It'll be cool to see the new teams though.
It's fourth down, and they'll
I gotta lock in here.
the
This
kicker will try to
terrible.
punch one through from 41 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Coming out with it, it's Batonio.
My guys won't even block on a kick return.
On the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. He's going to try to.
Well, that's not good.
With this one. Signals for
You got a solid backup though?
and looks it in at the 40. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give out of the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, that's at least good.
They're strong.
At least gives you somebody.
Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his feet.
Oh, that
It's incomplete.
was that a couple weeks on here?
Huge gain if he could have held on. Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Holy
And he was hit
guys,
just as he was
block!
pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And just an outstanding return takes him back to the center.
This game is terrible.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the
This
ball,
quarterback
more physical team, and they look
is, I miss Baskerville.
Almost
I got so used to him.
for scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Day. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got his man. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I can't run the ball. I can't throw the ball. I can't have any time in the pocket.
Call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. A little screen to the running back.
That was luck. That was just straight luck.
Choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll run it from the gun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Final play of the quarter coming. Second and 10. He'll throw again. And that
Why are my guys fucking running into each other?
a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Maryland! And this defense coming up with points of their own.
This quarterback's about done.
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too. Now look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second.
I'd like to at least get some points on the board.
That muscle. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to pass. Still looking. Hit hard just as he
My guys are terrible.
couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nobody blocks. This is sad.
Second down. They'll run play action. to get it all here. And he's thrown another interception. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find a man.
At least we can get the ball back. Probably throw another freaking pick.
Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Discards a man.
Like, our offensive line can't be that bad.
Picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Sanchez. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. The 20. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Terrapins! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense...
7 fucking picks. 7.
Reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage. There and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. A strong tackle.
Can't even hold a fucking block.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out.
I have no time.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection.
Of course, I can blitz a bunch of guys. They get the ball off right. Their offensive line doesn't fold.
On first down. On the ground, it's Coffee. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Give to the single back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown before this first half closes out.
They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to throw, it's Vaughn. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The snap sets up the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. 3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the
At least we got something.
from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard send offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Smashes through.
I never know if it's grammatically correct.
Oh, I hate this.
Physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective.
Here we go.
Tackle him at the 19.
Then we rally.
Terrapins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Batonio. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Getting some heat. That pass
Nice.
is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Vaughn. Fires toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They're trying to get to him. Got his man. Oh, he dropped it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll run the screen. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from serious.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Quickly to the tight end. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On the run, it's Coffee. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Off play action.
Oh, no.
Fires to the wideout.
Out of bounds, thank God.
The connection there might have led him a little too much. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right?
Touchdown, Maryland! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Penn State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And he made the extra point without problem. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here.
Good thing they don't show all the freaking picks.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Vaughn. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out.
Going for it all. connection going for the big play.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Pressure coming.
I had nothing.
Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit.
Where's 98 coming from?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the tight end.
And he fucking drops it.
Fourth down pass, the defense gets off the field. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wide out in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That is an incredible job by the defense to stop that receiver in particular on that jet sweep. This is one of the fastest guys in college football, period. So for the fact that the defense was able to corral him.
It is slipped out. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air.
That's cool, 6'8".
Pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He'll throw one to his right. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking for the score.
That's holding on me, most likely. 5-3.
Hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Looking to the big tight end. Ball in the air. Intercepted.
Can't even get the fucking ball up.
Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
And he's a real nowhere man.
Fuck it, we'll just throw another pick. I don't care.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the move, it's Bitonio, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. At the 35, he's open. They're able to make the stop, but a little